So I've made a few videos, guys, talking about Battlefield 6, and I've not really said much about Call of Duty, so here is what I'm going to say about Call of Duty. And I'm going to be real with you. Because Battlefield has already basically confirmed and said that it's going to have a Battle Royale game, and it's going to have a realistic Battle Royale game. I genuinely think that unless Call of Duty changes something in the meantime, that Call of Duty is cooked. Again, there's still going to be people playing COD. There are always going to be, you know, people who want Beavis and Butthead and American Dad skins in the game. By the way, I love American Dad. I've got nothing, against that television show. But when I'm playing Call of Duty and when I'm trying to play a Battle Royale game especially, I want, at least from my point of view, I want some kind of, like, realism in the game. I don't expect it to be, like, armor or something like that. I just want it to be, not have frigging aliens running around or Beavis and Butthead or Stan Smith or, Roger and all that shit in it. And I think if Battlefield, with their Battle Royale game, as long as they kind of stay away from goofy skins and all that nonsense. Plus, you've got to think about it. Warzone's pretty old now. It's essentially the same game what we had years ago. They just do a playlist rotation. Plus all the problems with the anti-cheat, where literally, you can go on a website, engine owning, and download free cheats for the game. That's how piss poor its anti-cheat is. That kind of tells you everything you need to know about the state of Call of Duty. They're not bothered about making the anti-cheat better. They're only bothered about making skins, because making skins makes them money. Making skin makes them lots of money. However, sorting the anti-cheat out apparently doesn't make them any money. So yeah, I'm going to say nobody's actually seen any footage of the Battle Royale mode, what Battlefield's going to have. I still kind of hope, and I still hope even now, as much as I think Call of Duty's a mess, like, DMZ 2.0 would have been a great addition to Call of Duty. I just can't understand why they got rid of that game, because it was more popular than Warzone at one point. So I've kind of never understood that decision that Call of Duty's made. I get why they make skins, because the player count's pretty low now, so they need to be very, very aggressive with their monetization system. I get that. I understand why they do that. But I still can't understand, if I go the right way on this mission, I still cannot understand why the hell they decided to basically can the DMZ game mode. I think Call of Duty just needs to have a serious rethink. But again, they must be making loads of money. That's why they keep releasing these skins, guys. If they wasn't making money, they would not do what they do right now. So it must be working for them, The problem is with the Call of Duty community, I'm not saying everybody. You can't tarnish everybody with the same brush, guys, but I think the vast majority of the Call of Duty community, the people who still play the game right now, are the same people who moan about it constantly. They moan about everything to do with COD, yet they continue playing it, and it's literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing again and expecting it to be different. That is literally the definition of insanity. I just genuinely think that... I know we've said this a few times on the channel. I know other people have said it, but let's be real. Call of Duty now is only relevant because of Warzone. Like, literally hardly anybody now, compared to the good old days, plays Call of Duty for multiplayer. There's updates in the past to the game where they've not even put any multiplayer content in. They've just done Warzone and then thought, yep, screw multiplayer. So that kind of shows you, where the player base is at. But again, looking at it on a more positive viewpoint, is that maybe Battlefield getting released and being direct competition for Call of Duty is what Call of Duty needs. Because then you've got Battlefield, you know, a direct competitor to Warzone. Especially when you look at things Battle Royale versus Battle Royale. I know the multiplayer is always going to be slightly different, you know. Because again, I can get my PvE fix playing this game, Warframe, which I think's the best free-to-play video game I've ever played. It's probably my top 5 favourite video games of all time. And this gives me my PvE fix, but I still want my first-person shooter PvP fix. And looking on what I've seen, it's quite clear that that is going to be filled by Battlefield, and I'm not bothered about Black Ops 7 at all. Why would anybody give a shit about Black Ops 7? You know, a yearly Call of Duty game where nothing really changes. Why would anybody give a crap? And the game's not even that good anymore. Like, they don't use real weapon noises. It's full of AI. You know, years ago, guys, when COD used to be popular, they used to actually go out, shoot real weapons, and record the sounds for them. They'd have licensed weapon names with actual real-world weapons instead of just some made-up nonsense. And again, it all adds to the authenticity of the game. And we all know now, I've seen videos about other people talking about it, that Call of Duty's now just become obsessed with, you know, using AI to make everything. So you've got an even more soulless game than before. I'm having fun playing this game. I wish we still had DMZ. Great, chilled out PvE experience, even though there was PvP in it. But again, you just wanted to run around the DMZ map, just complete all the tasks. You didn't really have to go around fighting. The only problem with DMZ was that they decided that you could just recruit a team of 6 in the end, and yeah, that kind of just made people play the game in such a way where they just wanted to go around and clear lobbies. And again, there were lots of people cheating. Fingers crossed, guys. Battlefield 6 is the kick up the backside that Call of Duty needs, but if nothing changes, it's just basically going to be, and this is probably what the title of the video is going to be, is that Battlefield, and we've said this a lot, we've said this a long time, lots of people have said this, Battlefield 6 could be the final nail in coffin. It could actually, Battlefield 6, guys, if it's as good as what it looks, and again, we're limited on what we can see, if it's as good as it looks, Call of Duty could actually be dead. I know that's big words to say that you're going to kill Call of Duty, the biggest selling video game, but the problem is now they struggle to get day one sales, so hence why they have it on Game Pass now. Mark your words, mark my words. If Call of Duty was very, very popular as what it used to be, there's no way it'd be on Xbox Game Pass. Not a chance. Not a chance, ladies and gents. They want you to get the game for free, so then you go and spend money on the skins. And again, this is a free-to-play game I'm playing here, and you can earn absolutely everything in this game totally free. And it's a chill game. You don't have to worry about cheaters, really, on a PvE game. But as always, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section. You might disagree with me. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who will say, oh, Call of Duty will never die in. Yeah, maybe I'm overreacting a bit. Maybe I am. But I still think that Call of Duty is in the worst position it's ever been in. And from what I've seen about Battlefield 6, I genuinely think Battlefield 6 is going to be good. Again, we've still got a few questions what need to be answered about Battlefield 6. Is there going to be community servers? Is there going to be, you know, a server browser? They're the two biggest ones for me. I'm probably missing stuff out because I'm doing this off the cuff. But again, let me know what you think, guys. I am genuinely excited for Battlefield 6. I'm excited for the Battle Royale game they're going to bring to the table. Hopefully it doesn't take the focus away from, you know, Battlefield 6's multiplayer. But from what I've seen, guys, Battlefield is back, and Call of Duty, guys, has got to change. It's got to change. Otherwise, you know, the cash cow, which is Warzone, the only thing what's keeping Call of Duty relevant right now is Warzone. So yeah, once they lose that Warzone player base, Call of Duty is in serious, serious trouble. And Black Ops 7, guys, might be one of the poorest Call of Duties from a player count point of view that they've ever seen. Incredible how things can change. If you've left a like, guys, I appreciate it. If you've not left a like, please do so. It helps my channel grow. And if you're going to do one nice thing today, please smash that like button. And if you want to see more like-minded videos from me, guys, smash that subscribe button. All right, love you all. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.